Hello. Today we are doing part two of the little known galaxy demo. So here's my save. Last time we finished day one, and I found out that the save only occurs at night. So now it'll take us to the beginning of day two. So let's see. Email. Okay, the space pack upgrade. I'm gonna put these into my inventory just so I have more space. My quest is still to meet the crew, so I guess I'll just do some exploration or a cutscene. Hi, Captain. I've been looking forward to a meeting with you up here on the captain's deck. Do the residents know the state of this area? As the botanist and agricultural specialist on board, I've been growing the bulk of the ship's food crops. To be honest, it's a big task, but with your help, I think we can do it together. Do you think you'd make a good spaceship farmer? There's yes, I'll help in any way I can. Or farming on the ship? I'm not sure. If I express doubt, will she convince me or will she just be upset? Oh no, it's easy. I could teach you. Well, to produce anything, you will first need to build machines. Machines and decorations can be crafted on your workbench. There are indoor machines, like planters, that will be marked with an indoor icon, which is a little pentagon. I guess it's like sort of like a house with a check mark on the inside. And outer hole machines like solar panels that will be marked with an outer hole icon. And this time it's a star, a blue star with a check mark, while the last one was a purple pentagon with a check mark. These types of machines must be built on the outer hull. Here is a basic planter, but planters and machines won't work without power. You will see the power icon flash when it needs power. Let's head to the outer hull and I'll show you how to generate power. Oh, and her spacesuit even has the buns. Although my character doesn't have the ponytail, I wonder if I were to have chosen a different hairstyle, would the spacesuit change accordingly? Or is hers special because she's one of the NPCs? To generate more power, just build another solar panel to collect all the solar energy around us. The ship's HUD, it might be pronounced HUD, I'm not sure. Power display will also help you keep track of how much power you are generating and how much power your machines are requesting. Here, you can have the solar panel to get you started. I don't recall if the solar panel was already here when I went up here before or not. You got a solar panel. Okay, maybe not. Let's head back inside and I'll tell you more about plants. Now that your planter is powered, just press A on it while holding some seeds. See how easy it is? You can have the rest of the potato seeds I harvested this morning. Lynn gave you 5 potato seeds. Planted seeds will need to be watered every day until they are ready for picking. See the difference between a watered plant and a dry plant? If she didn't say anything, I honestly wouldn't have noticed. I wish that she had a little watering animation for this. This is the watering pack I usually use. Or did it happen and I was just so busy reading that I didn't see her do the animation? You got a watering pack. You can get new seed types from Robert in the general store. Also, any crops you grow can be sold to gain credits as well. Bring me some of your potatoes when they are ready, and I'll know you have the hang of things. And thank you, Captain. It's nice to have you on board. Oh, there's the bin. Beep boop. Whoops, this item cannot be sold. Please insert a different item. So it looks like I don't know if I should risk putting something. Hello, Cappy. Want to give give me an item to sell? Just hold the item over your head and press A. Oh, I think the important part, does it have a quest now? Use the planter and grow and seeds to grow the crops Lynn requested. So does this one count? Or does it need to grow to its full potential? Okay, so you can put it even though it needs power. And I need to go outside to put down the solar panel. Okay, so I was wondering, it did look a lot brighter during Lynn's speech, but it is actually quite dark in here. Okay, so I can move with the right. Okay, so you put it in and it instantly works. There's solar panels, but it's so dark. Maybe I'll move this closer together. I wonder if this pack is full. I don't see an indication of whether or not, or how much water is in the water pack. Guess you'll see over time. Oh, there's a exclamation point. And it's because we have now unlocked the small solar panel. Generates a small amount of power, +4, which matches the one we put down. Oh, we don't need it right now. We still don't know how to get soil samples for more plants. Is there a running feature? No, so left trigger is walking, so it's normally a run. Sprout is growing like a weed these days. If you follow our family tree back far enough, we do have a few other weeds in the bunch. It's the same words as yesterday. Now the CPU. I've been working on my own indie game in my spare time. What spare time or neat? What spare time? Aren't you a tough nut? I have a 20-minute window once a day where only 4 of my 5 processors are firing at full capacity. That's plenty of time, wouldn't you say? Not really. What if I say neat? I'm working on simplifying the gameplay because everyone who's played it said it's impossible to beat unless you're a computer. And the face is yellow as well, which I think is new. I think I've seen it be blue and green. And that's it. Oh, do you want to open the star map? Gray Planet. We are stationed at this cratered planet to investigate the strange readings coming from the relic on its surface. And it looks like no matter what buttons or arrows I press, I cannot change to anything else. Oh, last time I played, I made a mistake of using all my energy. So, by using the tools even when there was no reason, so I need to be more careful. Oh, looks like she's playing guitar and has a little. Is this a puff puff? Poofy, Squeak examines you. Oh, could this be one of the pets that uses that pet park? Grumble, grumble. Grumble, grumble. I like how they have matching headbands, like rainbow with flowers. Well, hello there. I'm Fiji. I'm getting good vibes from you. You have a kind soul. The ship has been giving off strange vibes, so I've been meditating to try and speak with the unsettled spirits. So Fiji seems to believe in ghosts, which scares the little kid. Maybe if we all work together, the gray planet will reveal her mystery to us. I'm really an open book for anyone to read. I love how she has sort of like rainbow hair. You know what? I love a good book on cleary, starry night, don't you? On a clear, starry night? Did I say cleary, starry? But I feel like it's supposed to be that she likes reading a book on a clear, starry night, unless it's a book about clear, starry nights. There's stairs. This. Oh, hello, Cappy. I don't really like hanging out, but Francis said I should try and be nice to you. So hi there. It's okay. The labels are very organized. I better not touch these and mix them up. Water chamber 1 available. Water chamber 2 in use, although it doesn't say or it doesn't look any different from the other two. Water chamber 2. Water chamber 3 control test. So they're testing something with water. Oh, microbe research. Catch microbes catch microbes to earn research rewards. Looks like a catch goal of 10 for all of them. Maybe the colors are rarity or difficulty in capturing. It goes green, red, yellow, purple, which is a bit strange. Usually it'd be like green, easy, yellow, medium, red, hard, and then maybe like purple special, but maybe instead of rarities, types of microbes. Maybe green is earth related. Maybe purple's dark matter, used for keeping sensitive materials isolated. The little container with the gloves. So this recycle bin is sparkling, so I guess that's how you know which bins have things. You found 3 recycled parts in the recycle bin. The second periodic table with the most recently discovered elements, including chidium. Can I see the first periodic table? Stand back, there's a lot of energy coming from this. Same with the front. Found 2 hardware parts. It's a sample from the site where a ghost was claimed to be. I wonder if microbes are ghosts. Book Science Lab, Rossin. Can't look in it. Kaida's writing. Oh, so Kaidium might have been named after Kaida, which would assume that Kaida either found it or theorized it. The results of the samples under microscope are so far inconclusive. But that does show how smart Kaida is. So despite being on a ruined ship, Kaida still managed to help in the discovery of a new element for the periodic table. Kaida, I'm always looking for help. Stop by the science lab if you want to see some new experiments. Remember, and then this quest talking point again. The caution sign with the 0G looks fun, but doesn't seem to make sense, does it? Oh, Piper. Well, aren't you a sturdy young thing? Nice to meet you, Cappy. I'm Piper. Shows that Piper's the social coordinator. Oh, I just saw there's a gift icon if I press something. Oh, but if I press the button with the 3 bars, it doesn't do anything. Or, oh, I think it might be a speech bubble showing that I've already talked to them now. Well, the present might be if I gave a present that day. I have been aboard the ship for many years, and my family knows the ins and outs. Piper also looks a bit like Kaida. Could this ship just be mostly run by Piper's family? This ship might be old, but they don't make them like this anymore. She just needs someone to give her a little attention. It's interesting that her family lives on here, but they don't have control of the ship. They're just the constant crew. Yeah, it's interesting how the crew stays and the captain changes. You would think. Well, I guess my first thought is that the captain would choose the crew. But I guess if the crew stays there long enough for them to become its home, they might get priority in staying as long as they don't have issues with leadership. Maybe one day things will get better around here. It's so sad for her to live on this ship and see it fall into disarray. Remember, it's the little things that go a long way when building relationships. Okay, I think that chat bubble next to her name now has a slight green outline, which might mean that we've talked already. Small compliments, gifts, or even just as simple as checking in from time to time. I'll look with the next person I haven't talked to see if that green outline's there or not. 2 scrap metal. I can't do anything with these. Oh, is this a checker set? Won't let me look at it. Le Cafe bot. So this might mean that French is a language in this game. I wonder if this game is translated into other languages. If it's translated into French, I wonder if the Le Cafe would be a different language so that it's sort of different. Welcome to Le Cafe bot. Looking for a refreshment? So there's coffee, Earl Grey tea. So coffee only does energy, and it's only 2 less than Earl Grey tea that has less than 2 or 2 less energy but plus 12 health. Flat white coffee and chocolate bar. So coffee, caffeine packed standard cup of joe. Earl Grey tea, hot, the tea of choice for the best starship captains. Sort of like advertising directly to your character. Flat white coffee, the best of all coffee drinks, and it has the most energy. A standard chocolate bar, great for cooking, sharing, or eating yourself. So cooking looks like it is something in this game. Okay, I think this will be my first time talking. Welcome, Captain. Looking for something to keep your energy up? Energy tonic, health tonic, and the price is equal to the amount that they restore. Aside from the first aid kit, large medical kit to restore all your health, energy, and health. So I guess this means that your maximum is 500 each. I don't know if this is the max or if your player has a chance to increase their maximum energy and health. And if so, if this is the max after upgrades or if this is the max initial, or whether the price will go up and the amount of recovery points will go up if you were to increase your health and stamina maximums. Francis, can I help you? Okay, so there's a green outline over the chat here. Although, could it be affected by doing the cash register, although she's doing her intro? Not sure. Oh, you're the new captain. Of course. I'm Francis, Chief Medical Officer. You can come see me in the clinic anytime you need help. My daughter is also a junior medical officer on board. She's around here somewhere. So, Doc 12 says that Francis is like a mother, but Francis doesn't say like she just outright states that Doc 12's her daughter. I do wonder if Doc 12 is her actual daughter and she just doesn't know. Oh, and be careful down on that gray planet. I swear the last captain was reckless on purpose, just so he could get reassigned to a fancier post. I feel like if you're reckless, you should be demoted to a worse post. Hi, how are things going on the ship for you? Remember to not overwork yourself. Stress is as bad as any other illness. And if I click these, would also take me to the shop? Okay. So it's a shop page just for it. It's nice that you see the character profile. Found 4 scrap metal. Extra supply of medicine, vitamins. Yep, top of that sign. Medicine for non-human species. I do wonder if androids count in it. There's a little poster with, I think it might be a cat saying hang in there. Safer than it looks. Might be a sort of body scanning machine. This calendar is full of notes about lab results. Extra clean and sterile lab coats. So Francis, or found for scrap metal, looks like Doc has has pathing to look like she's checking on patients even when there's no one there, as you could see by her going to the empty bed. These tests look like they are important to Doc 12. No observation there. Can I go upstairs? Oh, and then this is a living area. Books. Romance on the Horizon. How to be a good host. Human psychology. And I'm assuming this is Francis's living area, so the Romance on the Horizon might have to do something with their complicated relationship. Books. Sudoku puzzles, genealogy. Oh, if you look at the trunk, family heirlooms and a picture of Francis holding a diploma with an old man in a lab coat. So perhaps Francis is from a family of medical professionals, or at least science adjacent. Access card to get into Doc 12's room. Going there. Francis's room. Fridge. Tons of salads and greens in here. A skeleton in the kitchen is even a little creepy for me. Well, it's like their study area. It's not their fault they don't have an extra office room. Complex math problems solved in permanent pen. No calculator or computer is nearby either. Shows very smart. Oh, and it's Doc 12's. Can solve complex math problems in her head. Very nice. This mug has some serious coffee stains inside. Then that is something for Francis. Uses an old Space Alliance coffee mug that's full of coffee stains. So Francis has been... Well, you don't need to be part of the organization to have a mug, but some sort of affiliation or just admiration for the Space Alliance that could have led her to working for them. Then this takes you out there. Here's that pet door again. Although it would technically... Space works oddly in this game because this window implies it's part of this, but it doesn't look like the building is connected out here. Have I been to create recreation yet? I don't think so. Oh. Lynn, plants are a vital part of a closed system like the one we have on the ship, and it helps ground us back to nature too. How are the potatoes coming along? Remember, plants need to be watered every day while they grow. Wonder how long this demo is, if you could see the potatoes grow, or if it ends before that. So, Sprout child. Hey, Captain, I'm Sprout. Wow, you're a lot taller than I imagined. His backpack is Or it's their backpack is taller than them, which is very cute. I bet you are popular. Oh no, what if Sprout wants to be like their dad or like Pilot? I don't know. Pilot is male, now that I think about it. And her, I wonder if Sprout has been bullied for being short. Did you know over 65% of all trainee captains drop out of the program within their first year? It would be really, I'm sure this is pre-programmed, but it would be a bit funny if they were able to take the stats from something like Steam. If there's an achievement for, I don't know the achievements, or I guess I looked at the page, but I didn't search through them in worries about being spoiled. But a cool thing would have it be if it was connected online, which I guess is a problem in itself. You don't necessarily want a game that has to be connected online for this like single player experience. It's nice for the serving be offline. But if it had Steam achievements, and if there was achievement for first year, and then perhaps this number could be constantly changing based on the amount of players versus the amount of players with a first year Steam achievement. Very complicated. Just a thought. Not worth executing now that I think about it. I also just noticed that there's smoke coming out of something below. Since my arrival on this ship, we've had a 100% dropout rate, which is statistically impressive. So, I assume Pilot is the parent. I know they're related because they talked about their ancestors being weeds, but they might not necessarily be the direct parent. So it seems like Sprout wasn't. I guess a rival could be birthed, but I'm assuming Sprout was created or born elsewhere and then came onto the ship later. I also just realized that the education center is probably for the two kids. It's nice they have a full center just for the kids, unless there used to be more kids at some point. Oh, not that you would. I mean, you look very capable. Shoot. There goes my first impression. It's okay, Sprout, you're very cute. I like to use acronyms and acrostics to memorize things. That's how I memorize the periodic tables. You say Happy Henry likes beautiful beaches. Ah, beautiful beaches. So I know the first element is hydrogen. I believe the second element is helium. I don't think the third element is lithium, but that would be Li. Beautiful beaches. Maybe he'll explain it. If not, I might have to look it up. Each word starts with the symbol for the first 5 elements. Neat, huh? Henry is my pet fish, and he gave me the idea. Pet fish that talk? I've only seen things for pet rocks. I am curious, so I think 5 might be boron, which would just be B. Periodic table. I'm looking up on the side. Oh, okay. So first element is H or hydrogen, He for helium, Li for lithium, Be for beryllium, and then B for boron. I would say to choose better last word, considering beautiful and beaches both start with B. And then it gets confusing whether beryllium is 4 or 5. Maybe even just, I don't know, my first thought was bags, but maybe even just B's, so that you could, instead of BEE for the last one, you could just do B and then S. I don't know. Shinji, I don't know if he was already playing the leave or it's just because I talked to him that he stood up. Sometimes I feel like the unofficial babysitter around here. Sprout and Kendall are always trying to hang out with me, and it's hard to keep up with their energy. Well, Shinji's also the only non-working member of the crew. It is nice that the kids like them though. 3 hardware parts. Can I see these different ones? No, I cannot. Oh, you could see the solar panels outside. Those solar panels power the community garden and Lynn's house. We're scrapping. Can't talk these. So the wheelbarrow covers the home. Can go inside Lynn's home. Oh, there's the little robot. Gardenbot is buzzing with joy. Perhaps Gardenbot is something you can unlock later, or perhaps buy. Potting station instantaneously fertilizes sad soils. Clever invention. Can I check out these? Those in the middle here look like peas ready to be harvested. The one top here looks like corn. The humidity in this room is quite high. How can she stand it? I don't think these bars change between the different rooms though visually. Books. Airborne signals to communicate with plants and how to integrate into alien worlds. So perhaps Lynn wants to move to an alien planet? Be around plants? I wonder if Sprout and Pilot pique her interest since they are plant-like beings, full of fresh herbs and oversized veggies. Testament to Lynn's growing prowess. This ancient watering can from Earth has been turned into a planter. Lynn's just like us normies in real life. Can I see why this is burning? Playhouse is empty inside, but you should be concerned that's burning. 3 hardware parts. Can I go on the slide? No. Wonder if you could see the kids go on the slide. If I pretend to, nothing happens. You found 6 credits. Pretty common. I do feel bad if it's a child's change. You found 12 credits. Oh, and this is, I think, Stuart and I think Lauren's house. This treadmill is programmed with hard rock music playlists. So I'm assuming this is Lauren. And I think, if I recall correctly, I think Lauren was listening to music in their conversation after the introduction. Books, Physics and Relativity, Building Robots, Survival Guide, Working with a Bad Boss. I'm assuming this is because of the previous captains. indictment on the player character. Lauren's room, Stuart's room. Hardware parts. This bin is full of out-of-commission homemade robots. So maybe Stuart created the robot that Lynn uses that Garden bought. This is an old radio that can pick up different galactic frequencies. Oh, it's a Stuart. I hope I'm doing the right name. Yes. Likes to work on old radios to improve their spectrum efficiency. So spectrum efficiency would probably be the amount of radio frequencies it could pick up. Tattoo designs, Magician's Monthly, and lifestyle magazines. So this may confirm my idea that Lauren might have tattoos as those two gray bands on each of their arms. There is a mini juicer built into this kitchenette. And that's a Lauren observation. It has a mini juicer on standby. Very stereotypical. This fridge only has leftovers from the canteen, so probably neither of them actually cook. Stuart's writing, fix CPU. Try setting CPU's preferences back to defaults. Hard reinstall of basic protocols. Dry clearing cookies. I wonder if this was when CPU talked about malfunctioning after eating in the cafeteria. Maybe cookies could be a double entendre. Like cookies as in like internet browser cookies that track your stuff on websites, and then cookies as in maybe CPU ate a cookie when CPU malfunctions. Oh, observation added to crew log for CPU. I think this is the first time I've seen an observation for someone in a house that isn't theirs. Due to a glitch, is forgetful and slightly negligent. Yes, I think, or I wonder if this is part of the eating incident or just in general there's been a glitch for CPU. Can't do anything there. Oh, it's already 7 p.m. Oh, simulating night mode. I hope I can still get into places. Shinji, Doc, and Max. Well, hello, Cappy. It is lovely to make your acquaintance. Education Android. I am Mechanical Android number 10, but everyone calls me MAX. I am also the designated educational instructor and run our school program. So I assumed it was for the kids, especially with this atmosphere. If Shinji was in here, I wonder if he's supposed to study here too, and also Doc 12. I am not directly involved in your primary mission, but I can be a useful source of statistical and analytical data. You can stop by the classroom if you would like to learn something. A good education is the path to a successful future for all living things. I wonder if Max counts as a living thing, if Max is an android. A list of analog data from Space Alliance that needs to be digitized. You would think that would have happened a long time ago. Oh, it's an observation. Is Max a procrastinator? Oh, volunteers to digitize analog backlog data for Space Alliance. That's a rough job. A hologram of an ideal terrestrial planet that can support many kinds of life. It looks like Earth. I wonder if Earth isn't such a, or maybe their Earth didn't even used to look like our Earth, or it's just that Earth has long been, has for a long time no longer been inhabitable for the people of this game. That's very sad. An apple made of metal. It shines nicely. Does this imply that androids eat metal apples? Or do maybe it's just because they decided metal matches androids? Or is it possible that apples do not exist anymore, but the concept of giving an apple to a teacher remains? Oh, it even has his bow tie. Can I solve the equations for points? No. Books. Troubleshooting computers, digital chalkboard manual, and classic literature. Books. The Universe and You, grounding, groundbreaking women in science. I wonder if Kaida's in it. And creative math. Found 9 credits. I like the little plant decal on the floor. Adorable kid drawings of a giraffe, some friends, and, well, a nice attempt at something. So, I'm assuming the giraffe is the middle animal shaped thing. The top either looks like scissors or perhaps supposed to be like some sort of insect. Like a butterfly with large antennae. Or is it antenna? Antennae plural? I can't recall. And then the stick figures are people. The one on the right almost seems to say like he or me. And with the line and the circle, it kind of reminds me of a flower. Or maybe even like a basketball hoop. One recycled part. This cubby is sticky and has little fingerprints all over it. Same for all of them. You'll need an access card to access again to Max's room. Now it's very dark in here. Oh, what's this? Rare parts. This vehicle docking station is out of order. I should see Edward about repairs. Edward? Oh, Edward's chief mechanic. I thought it was a Stuart, but I guess Stuart's lead engineer. Then it has the little lock thing. Oh, there's Stuart. Eye roll. So, new captain, huh? I bet you don't know the first thing about the ship's inner workings, or how to fix any of the components around here. This is exactly why everything is so run down. Newbie captains who don't want to take care of an older ship. Just leave it all to me, as usual, whispers. What a joke. Sometimes I think I'm the only one trying to keep this ship together. But you all live here. Thought this was a person. Okay, yeah. Lauren Stewart is actually my older brother. We couldn't be more different, but he's always looking out for me, so I love the dude. It's nice that she came all the way down here to the dark mechanic area versus her nice recreation area to hang out with her brother. 4 scrap metal. This hoop is very used and the netting is falling apart. Perhaps if you fix it, you could befriend Stuart? It looks like E plus P is carved into the bench with a heart around it. I think that might be Edward and Piper. It'd be very cute if they did it when they were very young. I guess the nice part about being dark is you can easily see the sparkles. Just trying to see if any of these interact first. These cargo boxes are full of old broken tech devices. The sticker on the front reads, CPU's property, restoration in progress. So, likes to collect older technology to refurbish or repurpose. I thought when CPU said that they got the bed freshly made for the new captain that they might have gotten a crew member to do it, but perhaps CPU has some sort of hands or things to be able to carry and do things physically. Hardware parts. Cargo elevator runs supplies right into the general store. So, unless elevators are complicated, that means going straight up a few floors. This is the exact spot as... Oh, but the elevator in the general store kind of looked almost... It was behind the storefront of the general store. If this elevator goes straight up to connect to the elevator door, then the ship layout is very confusing. I wonder how much planning went into the layout, or if it's sort of hand-waved into the best possible areas. Registers closed, so it looks like you can purchase here. Construction bot is waiting for its next assignment. Toolbox, welding mask, thick pair of gloves, blowtorch, and s'more ingredients. So it looks like they're just making s'mores with their blowtorch. Oh, so observation for Stephen. Make s'mores with a blowtorch while working. I mean, if it's not bad for your health, I would probably do the same. Although s'mores are very sticky, so it is a bit of a work problem. You'll need an access card to get into Stephen's room. So that's for vehicles. I don't know what. So I guess the stairs took me to the shuttle area. You found 2 scrap metal. Shinji's space racer. So Shinji does seem rich if they have their own vehicle here. Getting late, time for bed soon. This vehicle docking station is out of order. I wonder if you get multiple vehicles or if it's just the staff being able to have their own vehicles. Like Shinji. Found 2 dark matter. Spare space boots and gravity boots, human sizes only. I also wonder if Pilot and Sprout and Max are able to be in space without the use of spacesuits and things. Note, Captain, I'm installing the latest firmware update on your shuttlecraft. It should be available soon, so that's how they prevent the player from progressing with the shuttle when the game doesn't want you to. And I guess it makes more, I don't know, it's a bit nicer than locking you out like that room at the bottom because you're a trainee. I think I've explored all the areas. Who haven't I met? 16 out of 18? I don't think I've met Edward. And I think I haven't met I-1900. Yeah, I think those are the 2 I've yet to meet. I could try to see if I could find their location. Crew quarters. I could catch them before going to sleep to finish the class. Was this Sparkle here yesterday? So that's Fiji's room, in the corner. Yeah, I've only seen one pet so far. It's Mr. Poofy. I can't recall the name of Fiji's pet that I met at the beginning. So I could try to see if I could make it to bed before time runs out. Okay, so the time changes every 15 minutes in game. I don't know if it's 15 seconds or not, but I was looking at the time trying to see if I could make it, and it went from 1:45 to 2. So I did not get there in time. 2 active missions still. Oh, a savings like a CD with a rainbow. That's also a bit cracked. Quarter 1, day 3, Tuesday. Simulating day mode. You feel a little tired because you were up again. Put those in my storage. Planter growing potato plant, 3 days left. It's nice that it tells you how long it takes, unlike some other games. I'd say most other games, you just have to go by appearances, and if there's like a manual or if the game tells you. So I need to find 2 last people. Edward is in level 6 and level 3 for I-900. Oh, now you see. Pilot was in this area before, but I guess they switched places. Remember to introduce everyone. Crew. Space travel is not common among my species, but I do have a very good sense of direction. So it's nice they have something different to say. It's a big ship. My work is never done. Keep me posted on your end, Captain. The whole ship is just buzzing about you these days, but you'll never get any gossip out of me. In fact, a couple of the single people aboard already nicknamed you Captain Cutie. That's very nice. Oh, whoops. Well, you could have heard that from anyone, right? I wonder if this is the forgetfulness glitch. Oh, there's a pet door here too. Is the pet door for my pet, or is it just for the crew's pets? So let's see if I could enter their house and see that robot. Oh, I could find out. Oh, they take the stairs. Can I see them in the stairs? I can. Poofy. So I think the pet park was Mr. Poofy's pet park. So does Poofy just have a whole park to it himself? I'm assuming himself because it said Mr. When I discovered music, I felt I was immediately drawn to it. It always brightens people's day, and I enjoy making people happy. And I could separate them if I stayed here, but I won't do that. Some sparkles here. Oh, I don't think I've ever been in these stairways before. It's less interesting than the other one, it seems. I don't know if it's good or if it's a hazard that the stairs are split into two separate ones for the upper levels and the lower levels. Book. Influential scientists. One of the scientists on the back is Kaida. So I think that confirms my suspicion that the Kaidium element's named after Kaida. Oh, did I miss? Was published in a scientific book. Books. Creative Cooking, Rare Elements in the Universe, and Book of Horoscopes. I wonder if astrology will come into play in this game if it says horoscopes. Or maybe even the constellation. Or that's still astrology, right? The zodiac constellations. There are 16 kinds of pepper in this kitchen. So Chip uses pepper as a secret ingredient in most of his dishes. That's interesting because it sure didn't seem like it by what was sold in the cafeteria. Lots of leftovers and experimental dishes. A couple of raw foods containers are shoved in the door. And it looks like this one's the only one with an actual flat top stove. Book. The connection between birthdays and the stars. So yeah, this some like astrology comes into play. Studies an astrology book that connects birthdays and personalities to the stars. And even though Fiji's room has a separate entrance on the outside, oh, so it shows what seems to be Chip, Kaida, and Fiji. So it does seem like Fiji is the daughter of Chip and Kaida. Cute family photo with Fiji holding up a peace sign. The face is glowing. 2 hardware parts. This looks like this might be the calendar that players can get, but I guess I can't access it. Access card for Fiji's room. Access card for Chip and Kaida's room. Does this mean Mr. Poofy destroyed that stuffed animal? Even though it's such a cute little puffball? Oh, what is this? Very intense opening with all these hedges, like though I guess it's for cleanliness. Oh, Sprout's riding Henry the fish friend. So Henry seems to be more than one fish. Are they both Henry? But I guess this means this is Sprout and Pilot's house. This console has been programmed to only play science, math, and brain puzzle games. Let's see what it says. His computer has brain-challenging math and science puzzle games. If it was programmed to only do those things, I wonder if Sprout purposefully made it that way, or if it's Pilot's or someone else's doing. Also, I wonder if the kids could just go to, what's his name? Is it Shinji or Kenji? Shinji's room just to play other games. That looks like family portrait. Oh, okay, so let me finish reading this. All of these kitchen settings and appliances are set for food steaming. So it seems like that's their preferred cooking method. I just got distracted by the large window. It's quite nice. And yeah, it looks like the star, you can just see the stars going by. So it does really make me wonder if you put multiple of those large window panels, if you could see it like this, or if each window panel be programmed differently. And I also wanted to point out, while time is frozen, it looks like above the counter next to it, although when I clicked it, it didn't do a pop-up. You can see what seems to be Pilot's lower half of their body, and then Sprout, maybe even a younger Sprout. It looks like Sprout's holding something. It might be a book. But then next to that, you could see an actual little Sprout with what seems to be like a baby bottle. I don't know if Sprout drinks milk, but that's very sweet. It looks like, at first glance, you would think that the brown is the soil, but seems to be Sprout's body is more of like an onion with those two circle, or not circle, they're more squarish, but that might be Sprout's eyes when they were young. Oh, I think this was the steamed foods thing. Prefers to cook his food through steaming, so male gender confirmed. Oh, and I just noticed when looking at, I guess, yeah, but it looks like there's a chat bubble for if you talk to them or not that day. Two different gift icons. I wonder if that means you could give up to 2 gifts per day, or perhaps can they give you a gift after a certain sort of affinity? So one could be you giving a gift, and one could be you receiving a gift. And then the last icon seems to be the key card, which I assume means access to their room. That one's Sprout's room. It's a bit strange that Sprout's room is there with his computer here, and then Pilot's room is there. Is it okay for Sprout to have direct access to the kitchen without Pilot being able to hear it as well? That looks like Kendall's photo. Title, My Family by Kendall. So it shows, oh, okay, so I think that's, wait, I'm pretty sure it's a person, a robot, a smaller person, which is really Kendall, the child, then another person. I think I'm assuming that the two people at the ends are the grandparents. Was it Edward and Piper? And then the big one looks like the robot. But I do believe Steven said that Kendall was his sister. So does that mean Steven isn't in the picture? Who's not in the picture? It seems all of the electrical wiring and outlets in this room have been raised to a more convenient height. Could it be for the robot or to avoid Kendall sticking forks in? Oh, reworked all the electrical outlets in this corridor to raise them to hip height. Maybe because Edward was getting older and didn't want to bend down. Title: Building Bolts of Life. Artist Steven. Can't recall. Okay, so this is Piper's and Edward's room. I can't recall if Steven's the one that built the rocket sculpture at the top or if it was a different person. Book Advanced Crosswords. This plant is being monitored with notes about a red fertilizer. This plant seems to be struggling. So, sounds like they're okay. This plant's being monitored with notes about a green fertilizer. This plant seems to be thriving. So, the robot seems to be testing different sorts of plants. Likes to experiment with homemade fertilizers for her home garden. This console connects to I-1900's charging station and is programmed with old sci-fi TV shows and movies. So the robot also enjoys watching old sci-fi shows about space travel. Robotics Charging Station version AXC.10. Use with iBot models only. The table is set with food. This fridge has expensive foods, extra nutritional supplements, and some weird looking jam jars labeled Fair Expo Test Batch 04. I just realized that these 4 settings are probably for the grandparents and Kendall and Steven for the family dinner Steven talks about every night. Okay. Piper likes to enter her food creations in quotations, which is probably a bad sign, into Space Alliance annual fairs. So the Space Alliance has fairs, which means that either the crew or at least Piper travels to these Space Alliance fairs, or they might send the food product remotely. I would hope they would get to go somewhere and they're not just trapped in this ship all the time. This tea set is made of real silver. And they also have a kitchen. Or I would say a big flat top. I don't see the robot. Where is the robot? Oh, now in the plaza. Okay, I better run to make sure I catch them before they move somewhere else. Oh, it's so big. I-1900 here. And it says I-1900 crew member. Programmed assistant for the family unit. Scanning. You are not programmed into my directory. Scanning again. Your facial scan and fingerprints will be stored as guest user. So they could scan your fingerprints without you lifting your hands? Thank you for stopping by. May I assist you with anything? What's new? We have not received any new items in our residence today. Nothing new here. How are you? I am functioning at optimal efficiency. Thanks for asking. think I met everyone now. Oh, hey guys, I'm looking for a few things real quick. I'd rather not ask my dad, so can anyone help me out? Thanks, Jimmy. Give Metal Locker to Jimmy. I don't want to accept a quest I might not be able to fulfill. Or maybe I should. And then see if there's any prompts towards finishing the quest or if I need to solve it by myself. And I also am curious if relationships degrade if you don't finish the quest in time, assuming the demo lets me. I not only designed my own home security system, but I also have a few undisclosed panic rooms if needed. So yes, Stuart's reason for all those cameras. Don't get any ideas if we find trouble though. They only accommodate 2 people. I guess it's nice that he at least thought of his sister. Still want to know about King of Ravioli. Oh, the show's different. DIY spacecrafting. Well, hello there. I didn't see you come in. Let's see what hunk of junk we can fix up today on DIY spacecrafting. That construction bot has built-in tools for arms. So that's a different type of construction bot, it looks like. It looks like their junk is just a fully downed rocket ship. So only one bulletin right now, and it shows 5 days left. Oh, I just found out that if I had clicked on the quest, I could have seen who was left to talk to. I thought I talked to Edward, but I guess I was just looking through Edward's stuff. And then Lynn wants 3 out of the 5 potatoes. It said Edward was at level 6 earlier, but I should double check to make sure it didn't change. Yes. And then I'd like to come back up to check out the treadmill sign area plaza that I missed last time next to the supermarket. A couple of years ago, I converted the storage space above the machine shop into my own studio apartment. It's a little cramped, but nice to be out on my own. It looked like there were only 2 rooms before, so perhaps Stephen and Kendall shared a room, or maybe it's just that when Kendall moved in, Stephen decided to move out. Edward, chief mechanic. Hey, Cappy, I'm Edward, and you can usually find me tinkering in the machine shop. You can probably tell things around the ship have seen better days. But if I had a little help gathering supplies, I know we could really make a lot of improvements. So, was it Stuart complained about being the only one fixing things? It looks like Edward, especially as the chief mechanic, should be one of the people mainly in charge of fixing things too. Oh, I forgot to read out what it said. I think it was something about being busy with the gray planet. I haven't been down myself, but from what Kaida says, it's pretty barren. The last 2, or was it 3, captains that Space Alliance assigned to our ship didn't really show much interest in helping around here. So I'm hoping you might be different. Have you been to Chip's canteen yet? Good cooking there, but I usually have to eat at home when Piper is attempting to cook. And Stephen talked about daily family dinners. So perhaps the reason why I saw Stephen at the canteen or cafeteria after, what was it, like 8 or 9 p.m. could have been to get other food to eat that wasn't Piper's creations. Let's see, the shop Welcome to the machine shop, Captain. Would you like to schedule an upgrade for the ship? Oh, so these aren't the items that are on the display. Laser blaster level 2. Upgrade your laser blaster to level 2 to increase the power of your blast. So I don't even have the first one yet. Restoration ray level 2 to fix medium-sized objects. Definitely don't have enough coin. And I haven't found aluminum yet. Upgrade your shovel to level 2 and dig up 2 areas at once on a single charge. Not that shovel yet. So wiring pack to level 2 to carry more water. So there's a water limit, but I still don't... I didn't notice a bar icon for water limit. Maybe I'll check again when I equip the watering pack. And water 3 areas at once on a single charge. I wonder if the areas have to be lined up in a line or like a corner configuration. Damage deck area 1. Pairing a small size damage area on the floor. Oh, Captain's Kitchen. Expand your Captain's quarters by adding a kitchen unit and get access to cooking recipes. Well, I'm not quite sure where this would fit because currently next to the bedroom, there's the workbench, and then on the right and on the left side, I think is almost immediately the bin bar for the shipping bin. So I don't know where that Captain's Kitchen goes. Holographic Simulator. Fix up the HoloSim. Gain access to its virtual environments and holo date locations. So perhaps in order to start dating, you might need to fix this holographic simulator. A place to relax, restore energy, or do some reading. Maybe it might be like how some games have a hot spring or bathing system to regain energy. You could just go in by yourself. Fancy quarters. Ship upgrade. Fix these fancy quarters for a dolled up living unit fit for a princess. I wonder if this means an actual princess would come onto the ship later, or if it's for one of the residents that wants their own quarters. Vehicle docking stations. Fix up the vehicle docking stations for any visitor or crew that need to park their spaceships. So we can get visitors on the ship, which might also explain the fancy quarters for someone to move in. But the crew could also park their spaceships. We'll see what that means. Unless it's visitors that become crew. Fix up the storefront quarters unit located on the main plaza deck. There's room enough for a new shop and a large family here. So it looks like one of the visitors that can become residents is a whole family. And officer quarters. Fix up these officer quarters suited for a rough and tough type with extra security measures in mind. I don't know if the person will join just because, or maybe it's a story-driven move-in, like you need security and then you hire someone. And I'm assuming because this is damage deck area 1, and there's 4 of them, that once you buy it, it'll go to 2 and 3 and 4. Kind of like how I'm assuming these upgrades go 2, 3, 4, whatever. I don't know the max. It does make me wonder if, I know there's multiple docking stations, but I wonder if the kitchen and these other ones have more than one upgrade. And goodbye wire 32. I believe the price for selling is 16, so double the price. 16, I don't remember the hard work part for the race. I believe scrap metal was 1 credit each, so again, double the price. Was recycled parts 3 for selling? I can't recall, but I'm assuming based off the 2 that I do know that the rest are double. Okay, I can now return to Kaida for the quest. Currently in level 2, science and medical. Not in here. Doc 1, Doc, was it 1, 2, and Francis are in the same spots as I last saw them. It's awkward with Doc being there considering there's no patient. 2 scrap metal. What an amazing view of the stars. And it looks like that sort of moon, I don't know if it's supposed to be like an asteroid sort of deal, is very slowly moving on the screen. Although, with how slow it is, I can't tell if it's moving back and forth or if it's slowly inching. It might just need to be going back and forth. I stand here. Why is my glue gun always growing a pair of legs and disappearing? I need to finish sticking the sequins onto Kendall's new dress. That's nice. Be going back and forth. I feel like it should have moved further by now if it was moving one way. And Kaido's holding my lots to talk to. Okay, I didn't ruin anything, I hope. Great job, Captain. I'm glad to see you've met everyone. Remember to check in with your crew often. They may need a helping hand and can offer you advice from time to time, too. In fact, I think Edward just mentioned that your shuttlecraft should be up and running now. You can use it to travel down to the Gray Planet and start investigating the relic. I've been researching the elements on the surface to see if I can make any scientific connections. I wonder if that means Kaido went down or if they just took samples somehow, or have just been doing visual observations even without touching down. So far, though, I haven't picked up on anything significant. But before you head down, let me give you some tools to take with you. This shovel is used to dig up sandy areas on the surface. And take this laser blaster to break up rocks or defend yourself from any aggressive critters you may run into. I wasn't aware this had fighting elements. But it does explain the health bar more compared to other farming games. I thought it would be like other farming games where once you're out of energy you start losing health. But it seems like I'm expecting fights in this game. I'm going to stay on board and continue my research in the lab. Head to the shuttle bay when you are ready and Edward will meet you there. Good luck, Cappy. It's a big ship. We are orbiting the Gray Planet now, so if you head to the shuttle bay, you can take your shuttlecraft down to the surface at any time. Visit Gray Planet, cruise on surface. I wonder if I should dump my inventory first. Let's do that just in case. Because it could be a long trip to get back down. I don't think the kitchen will be here. Unless it's an inner thing here, but it seemed like an external. I wonder if I should also buy more inventory before going to the planet, especially considering the email about the space pack. So let's try seeing how much it costs. Oh, and I wanted to check the, oh, not treadmill, but what was it? Weightlifting icon. I cannot afford the inventory upgrades. 10 slots, which seems to be one row as I expected. When you head down to the Gray Planet, remember I will buy any surplus supplies you find. There may not be a lot of food down there, but people will buy all kinds of things. All set to go down and check the Gray Planet out? Well, I'm in the shuttle bay a lot, sending and receiving supplies for the store. So I'll make sure no one parks in your shovelcraft spot while you're gone. Oh, I missed the... Oh, my fast fingers missed the dialect about the quest. If you need anything, swing by the store, you probably have it. You picked up my posting. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to bug you about it. But hey, if you have extras, I'm cool with that. Do want to check this out. Oh, so Lauren works here. I offered to help Kaida down on the Grey Planet with her research, but she said there's not much to see down there. Do you have any tattoos? Yes or no, I don't. Can I pretend with my long sleeve shirts? Awesome, you have to show them to me. Actually, I'm kind of an amateur tattoo artist. If I say no, I don't. That's too bad. I think it's a great form of self-expression. I like the little blob creatures that they have diagrams for. I think there's another one like that in the school. 7 credits on the yoga mat area. Wait, I want to say, hey partner, I heard you're checking out that Gray Planet. If you see any non-toxic plants down there, think of me. I love experimenting with new ingredients. Will do. I wonder if the menu will increase in the cafeteria if you give chip things. These weights are all the same, but there's a gravity dial that increases the effect of gravity on the weight. That is very cool. In some places, they call this a bubbler. Oh, it says H2O Junior. So it's a mini of the watering station. Interact. You know. Beginner climbing routes 5.5 to 5.9. It's cute how it has XYZ and a rocket. Then there's an octopus over there. Intermediate climbing routes 5.10A and 5.11B. I'm not familiar enough with rock climbing to know if these are actual route numbers, but it doesn't seem right. Advanced climbing routes 5.11C to 5.13A. These routes look hard. I feel like the green one looks the hardest as far as spacing. The ones on the edges look fairly close together, so I think it'd be easy. But I do not know enough. I noticed before, I thought it meant you warm up your joints as you stretch, but I wonder if these yoga mats also have a warming function. Okay, let's try to go down before the day ends. Although, if I didn't feel rushed by a tutorial, I would probably talk to everyone and see how they feel about the gray planet travel. Okay, now a cutscene. Hey, Kathy, over here. I wanted to welcome you to the shuttle bay. I was here, I believe, late at night the previous day. It's nice to see the daytime. I wonder if the lighting would change depending on the time of day, or if it's always bright in these cutscenes. This is your personal shuttlecraft right here. Feel free to take her down to a planet's surface whenever we are in orbit. Going down and gathering materials found on the surface is a necessary part of our community, so you'll probably be doing it a lot. These new-fangled shuttle models sure look spiffy, don't they? So, everything else is old except for the Captain Shuttle model? I mean, no wonder why other people were upset in that case. Click. Oh, oh my. She packs quite a punch, huh? I thought it was going to zoom out by itself. Do you see an off switch? Click. Purrs like a kitten, doesn't it? Clears ears. Anyhow, the gray planet is waiting for you when you feel like exploring. That relic down there is a real mystery so far and has Kaida completely stumped. Good luck and smooth sailing, Captain. So is this sort of like a instant teleportation sort of travel look, or will you see? I'm assuming I can't drive it down myself, that if I even see the character in it, that it'd be sort of automatic navigation. Oh, I thought that was a moon or meteor, but that was the gray planet in the view of one of those big windows. Oh, there's signs and things here already. Gray planet. So if I touch this, turn the ship. Oh, it even says shipping McShip face. Although since it says destination, I wonder if the other planets show up here later, perhaps, so you don't need to go to the ship and back. Dig site marker 105 Kaida. So Kaida has probably been physically down here. Oh, I have to use the thing. Beware, rock shooting zone. Okay. Oh, need to not do that if I'm just looking. So they set up a whole bunch of things. This little rover looks very dusty and well used. A Space Alliance mobile research pod. Standard issued for on-site testing needs. I cannot go in. To different colored rocks give different things? I don't think so. North, mysterious relic. Perhaps I'll be a sort of chosen one if I come close. Sort of deal for the player character. So there's floating pieces, inscriptions. Yes, this is the relic. Okay, sign. Oh, okay, so touching it does something. Or not. Dash dot. I don't remember the name for that thing. These are exponents. I always just use it for emoticons. Sort of that little up arrow, dot, 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 dash, dash, up arrow. Oh, then there's some spaces. Space, up arrow, dot, dot, dash. Wonder if Morse code is part of this. Although Morse code's only dots, dashes, and pauses, none of these up arrows. I'm assuming this might be the aluminum rock. Aluminum ore, yes. Look for clues on the surface. Oops. Oh, how far is this place? Pretty far. I hit the rock from here. Can. I wonder if CPU can still drag me up if I'm down here. Because the lights are getting dark, but I don't get the little CPU message saying how they do day-night. Although that does imply that the day-night cycle in the credits in the ship matches the day-night cycle, at least on this planet. Oh, is that Pet Rock? I love them. Just a fancy name for a funny looking rock, but it can be a good companion if you're an introvert. So it looks like the clue might be in here. And I just have, or is this going to be a level 2? Okay. Oh, there's a thing. Meteorite. A meteorite from the gray planet that might contain a hidden treasure. Put it into a meteorite extractor to crack open. I'm out of inventory, but... Oh, so CPU is here. So I guess I was correct about CPU being a tablet. Perhaps the captain always carries CPU around as a tablet? Or maybe CPU could even be as small as a watch now that I think about it. Captain, where are we? It's kind of dark in here, don't you think? Wait, who is that? Oh, Captain, look, this may be our chance at first contact. Oh, watch me. I can handle the introductions. I wonder if the character's sleeping because it's nighttime in my game, or if that character's always sleeping no matter what time you start this cutscene. Greetings, inhabitant of the Gray Planet. We are travelers from a and the creature got scared. Wait, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, sorry, Captain. Oh, I know. Let me try some different language patterns programmed in my directory. Is this where the glitch will come in? Click, click, clicky, click. Beep, beep, boop, beep. Oh, and this is an angry expression. Bark, bark, grunt, grumble. Giggling, suit, suit. And the name given to the character is Suit, with 3 question marks on next to the character, where usually where like the crew member designation goes. And then it's an alien with a yellow antenna coming out of its cloak, unless the cloak's part of the body, and purple and yellow face, and what seems to be purple and yellow legs. Captain, I think I did something. Oh my, he's all covered in dirt. Oh, so it's that cloak dirt rather than fabric. I wonder why this little one is all alone. Suit, suit. I'm not going to try to. I'd say things like up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, left arrow, dash, left arrow, up arrow, ampersands, up arrow, period. Let's just do verbal suit, something, 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 suit, something, something, pop, suit, garble, blur, suit, something, something, suit. CPU, dot, dot, dot. I think it said something about suit. Wait, what does that mean? Suit means dirt. Hey, little guy. Is your name Suit? Or are you just covered in soot? Or I think suit specifically means like ashes. Suit, suit. Oh, the antenna went down, and it has a little hungry sign. But in the character portrait, the antenna's still up, but with a, like, sad mouth expression. Oh, he looks upset. He looks pretty upset and very hungry. Who knows how long he has been here without very much food? What do you think, Captain? Should we help him? Yes, let's help. Or what about the relic? As much as I want to do what about the relic, not that. Well, even if I'm that heartless, I think it'll lead us to the same thing, so maybe I'll check the relic. It does look like on the top, though, that suit was on a purple fabric as a bed. It almost looks like some sort of plant food bowl behind. That's a good point. Who knows, maybe with a full belly, he can help us learn more about the relic too. I'm I'm glad that CPU takes it positively. We should start producing some food right away, but let's report back to Kaida first. Oh, I just realized perhaps the markings on the floor is how long Suit has been trapped here. She should have some more useful information to help you get started. Hang tight, Suit. We'll be back soon. So, they're not bringing Suit back to the ship, which I hope. Oh, I think that diagram also showed perhaps. It looks like the diagram shows a rocket going I thought it was going orbiting around the planet, but perhaps it's the rocket. It's showing that how it wants to go home because it looks like the arrow's going from possibly the gray planet to a rocket to a different planet. Perhaps the planet through this run is even some sort of moon or satellite orbiting the gray planet. And the tally marks seem like 20 days to scrap metal. Oh, I should move. Grumble, grumble. A few gray radishes and an empty food sack. Oh, a nice doodle of the relic. So here there are 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, on one side there's 17, and on the other side there are 7 tally marks for a total of 24. And there are also tally marks on the ground. Oh, perhaps it's 17 days on one side, or 17 on one side, 7 on the other side. And then maybe down here this means 10 whatever to get from the planet to a rocket, and then another 10 whatever to get from the rocket to the target pursuit. Report back to Kaida with your discovery and discuss a plan to help Suit. So Suit is definitely the objective for finding things. That was the previous quest. I guess I could try staying on this planet and see how, if my character is forced to go back. I'm also a bit worried if it'll drop something. Okay, can't kill that. 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 Getting time for bed soon. I suppose if there are extra items, I can also see if they stay to the next day. Also assuming the tutorial doesn't end me here. Or not tutorial, but demo. I guess also if you don't go too close, you won't get the item. Should I leave something here? This item's too valuable. I guess if it so happens that I can't pick up an item. The ship is entering full rest mode. I'm sending you off to bed now. Sleep tight, Cappy. So, CPU does have the ability to transport you even when you're not on the ship. Quarter 1, day 4, Wednesday. Feel a little tired today. From Francis, Healthy Living. Did you know you can replenish your energy by taking one of my medicine tonics? Just press X on yourself while holding an item to use it. These tonics can keep you working late if you need an extra boost. Just don't overdo it, okay? Francis. Then 2 mg tonics, which is nice. Wonder if it's better to sell it. So it's unclear to me if the demo ends with the main quest, with a certain number of in-game days or a certain number of hours playing the game. Do I have a metal locker here? I need 3 scrap metal blocks. Do I own 3? Also, what's the reward? Can't recall if there's a reward, but oh, I thought I had metal parts, but I guess I don't. Was it not from this? It's not. Oh, my goals. Report back to Kaida. Is there a way to make this metal? Oh, perhaps I need the furnace. 3 scrap block. It's just bigger scrap metal. I'm not sure. I believe Kaido will have the information you seek. Although I am interested in hearing your analysis myself, so they do say different things for each quest point. You did a great job down there on the Gray Planet, Captain. I think this is the start of something awesome. Captain, I heard you've made an amazing discovery. CPU told me everything about the hidden cave and Suit sleeping inside. It does open a lot more questions, doesn't it? I want to see you talk about all the drawings in the room. But I'm glad you decided to prioritize helping Suit above all else. Well, it's kind of forced to, but since we don't know much about Suit or his diet, Chip suggested we bring him a couple of different food options to start. But I saw those turnips. Chip has updated your mission log with his food recommendations. If you need more materials to build planters, Pilot and I scanned the Gray Planet and found new uncharted areas that are sure to be full of useful resources. I have programmed these new areas into your shuttlecraft. So that's what the multiple destinations were. So perhaps you still need to go to the ship to go to a different planet, but you can at least go to different locations of the planet you're currently exploring just through the shuttlecraft. Okay, good luck, Captain. I will handle ship duties up here while you get to work. You can now use your shuttlecraft to explore new areas on the Gray Planet. Your shuttlecraft will save checkpoints as you explore. Oh, that's good, so you don't have to wait till the end of the day. I hope you're finding all the resources you need from the Gray Planet to assist you with your food production. There's a strong possibility Suit is native to the planet, and he might be the clue to telling us more about what happened down there. I just have so many questions that still need answering. I better get back to my research, and you probably have to focus on your assignment too, I guess. I dragged Chip and Fiji to a science conference once. Trust me, you've never seen more bored and disappointed faces in your life. It still cracks me up to think about it. At least someone was happy. We have done an additional scan of the planet's surface and were able to find some resource-rich locations. I believe Kaida programmed these new zones into your shuttlecraft control panel. Autopilot is engaged now, Captain. However, CPU and I still have to monitor sensor readings, hyperspace radio communications, and general ship functions each day. I mean, I'm saying that autopilot's just orbiting the planet. I was just thinking about Soup. I hope he's still okay down in that scary cave all by himself. I can't do much, but would this help? Is it money? Oh, it's even less money than before. Blank error. Oh wait, can you hear me? Okay, I think I've seen this. Or collect 3 corn, collect 3 soybean, collect 2 food ration. It's a bit funny that Chip is telling us essentially to buy their kitchen. It's unbelievable that you actually found someone living down on that gray planet. Little dude is probably lacking in nutrition, so I'm glad you are helping him out. We've been stationed on this ship for many years. My wife really loves the adventure, and I love to see her happy. That's nice. Funny Bones comedy show with what looks to be a skeleton head, or I guess a skull in that case. Skull with the mouth moving, and it kind of just like straight to legs instead of a full body. Thank you, thank you. What a great audience. Get ready to have your ribs tickled, folks. Have you heard the one about the skeleton that didn't have the guts to rob the bank? Haha, this guy's a hoot. With one joke. No new bulletins. I wonder if it's because I already accepted a bulletin request, or if it's just they show up not every day, or maybe it's because uh, the food ration will empty out most of my resources. I wonder if it's better to get seeds for the corn and soybeans. I wonder if one seed corresponds to one crop, or if you get more than one crop for each seed. Everyone is buzzing about your discovery down on the planet's surface. Man, I wish I could have been there to meet Soup too. Do you ever feel like everyone in the universe is just moving forward except you? That's really sad. So I heard you're going to venture to other parts of the Gray Planet and look for valuable resources. Well, I'm certainly interested in moving any resources you might find. I feel like this game tends to miss words. Like, I think sometimes it has been like, what is it? It's articles for the and an and a, and then I think it's prepositions for like this one being moving, or yeah, interested in moving, or is it just a transition? I'm not sure. Shop is keeping me on my toes these days. Always something either coming or going. Items for purchase are on display, or you can sell your items here. So you don't have access to, or you have to go to them individually, which is a bit annoying. I also wonder, I think before he said something about shipping items being more profitable than selling directly to him. Or am I confusing it with a different game? Fertilizer. Add this nutrient-packed mix to your planters or tree planters to increase your chances of a super harvest by 50%. Fertilizer will need to be replaced after harvesting. So either super harvest refers to quantity or size. Plant material. Dried plant material good for xenofeed. So in this case, the xeno mean animal, alien animal, so like animal fodder essentially. A fully powered battery. Soybean seeds. Plant these seeds in a planter to produce multiple soybeans. Takes 5 days to grow, can harvest 3 at a time. I guess the nice part about space is that there aren't seasons that you have to deal with. So at least with those 3 times, I could eventually get to 3, but I'm hoping when you harvest it's more than 1 at a time. Corn seeds. Plant these seeds in a planter to produce multiple corn. Okay, so it does say multiple. Takes 6 days to grow. I need corn and soybean if I remember correctly. So I'll buy 1. Just out of curiosity. Potato seeds, 4 days to grow. Carrot seeds, also 4 days to grow. And these do not say multiple. This says a carrot and a potato. But this says multiple corn and multiple soybeans. Bread, a soft fresh loaf of bread. Adam apple tree seeds. Place these seeds in a tree planter to produce an Adam apple tree. Takes 20 days to mature, but will continue to produce fruit. I wonder if the fruit is daily or also on a timer. Flour, a cooking staple made from ground wheat, used for baking and in many recipes. These white granules are made from sugar cane and is used to sweeten many recipes. I wonder if you could grow wheat and sugar cane, or if you could only purchase these as ingredients. Vegetable oil, basic cooking oil made from plants. Soy milk, a healthy plant-based drink made from soybeans. You would at least think if you have the ability to grow soybeans that you can make your own soy milk. Bouquet of flowers. A beautiful bouquet of wildflowers uncommonly found in space. I wonder if they degrade. Date invitation. A date invitation can be given to a single person to formally ask them on a romantic date. You must at least be friends before someone will accept this offer. A multiple. I wonder if you need to give it every time you want to go on a date, or if this is like the way to escalate the relationship to a full-blown significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover situation. Spices. These spices can add a little zest to any dish. Rice, a grain that can be used in all kinds of cooking. So I guess, how's that little Sue doing down there? I was thinking about knitting him a sweater or a hat, but to be honest, I don't know what he might wear. I like to garden in my spare time, but I don't seem to have the green thumb. I see I-1900 sneaking around and tending to my plants when I forget. I-1900 also seems to be testing on your plants to see what fertilizers are good or not. So I'm curious. Okay, so I'm going to deposit these into storage first. I wonder, will. Oh, okay. I was wondering if I could see how much the item. Oh, it says here. So I can't even remember how much I paid for these, but it looks like you can only deposit one. It feels like in that case that selling in person would be better. Oh, watering pack holds 40 water. It doesn't show. I don't see something showing how much water it currently has. Put away the restoration ray for now. I'm assuming I won't need it, and that way I have enough inventory space. I guess the reason why there's two different areas that cutscenes are easier to do. Well, you could do cutscenes anyways, and there's stairs here. Oh, oops. Oh, so there's four different zones alongside the relic. Do I have the option to change zones? I do. Oh, this area is actually very small. So try digging. Oh, so this is soil and soil sample, small soil sample from planet surface, and minerals that can be turned into all kinds of medicines. Oh, do you want to travel to a new location? Sure. Well, that's nice. There's a little thing showing, oh dear. So, looks like that is trying to hurt me. Do you gain resources? I don't think so. Oh, pretty tough enemy. I don't know if that resource is worth it. I hope they don't respawn. And if I kill them, that means they're at least not gonna come back for as long as I'm here. I'm assuming that digging is the way to access new locations then. It's like their dark matter, just still very visible. Ah, yes. Do you want to travel to a new location? Although I might regret this if the enemies are harder. They definitely look different. Though those are at least easier than. Oh, can I pick this up? Oh, that's a. And there's sand to produce grass. So now I have to be nervous about those rocks being able to walk. It's a bit annoying that you have to switch to an empty spot when you want to pick up those pet rocks. I mean, by switch to empty spot, I mean your inventory. Oh, there's that radish that Soup was near. A withered gray root that can even grow without an atmosphere present. Not very appealing, but it's food and it has decent energy and health. I'm surprised you're not allowed to give it to Soup, considering this would be the technical native food. I feel like one of the first things you should do is get more inventory space. It's unclear to me how easily these resources respawn though. So ideally I usually try to figure out what easily respawns before I know what to sell, because I don't want to sell something that accidentally becomes extremely valuable. Should I travel to the new location? Okay, I was wondering if I should empty the inventory first, so let's just look and see. Oh, so I guess even rocks can have the next location. Is this the fourth location already? Checkpoint unlocked. I don't know what that means. Oh, wait. Zone 5? Do you have to teleport every time? I thought these zones 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm assuming these zones are then by difficulty. Does that mean you have to find those little markers every time you want to? Oh, oh dear. I didn't realize I ran out of energy. I hope I don't lose money, but I probably will. And it looks like your bed is the one here, next to the sad hang in there poster. But it does make sense that your captain, or it makes sense that you're in this one, and then the other two could be saved for NPCs, and that way you're not mixed in with the NPCs necessarily. You should take better care of yourself, so I'm prescribing a good night of rest. You won't have as much energy as you usually do tomorrow, so pay extra attention to not exhaust yourself again. Off to bed with you, but do I lose money? Quarter 1, day 5, Thursday. Okay, I think I have the same amount of money, and I am starting to run out of inventory space. Workbench storage bin. Hi, Cappy. I heard Lynn showed you how to use your workbench station. Did you notice the special workbench storage bin attached to it? Oh, the workbench storage bin acts like a regular storage bin, but any items inside can be accessed by the workbench directly. Using it to store common items makes it easier to build things and frees up room in your space pack. Oh, just be careful not to put something important in there you don't want to get used while crafting. I've made that mistake myself a few times. I hope this helps. Okay, so that immediately helps with my problem here. I think, oh, let me see if I could put all these here. Okay, so workbench storage seems to be 20 items allowed. Oh, need to be careful when having things equipped, which is the same amount as this. Is holding it directly deposit? No. Still have to press it in here. So I can make the 2 planters need for the 2 seeds. I can't make the metal locker yet. And I can't make the meteorite extractor. I can make... Okay, I need a lot more stone for the furnace. And I don't have the items required for those. Okay, so I can't put it this close. We put it... We put them right next to each other like that. Although maybe it makes sense to follow the other ones and being near the watering area. I can always move things later, I just think it can't be full if I remember correctly. It's a cute effect to see the watering pack. Let's put these away. So as far as I'm aware, I don't think I've seen any of the things I cleaned up come back. Frances helps me maintain my bionic implants. She's always coming up with new ways of making them more efficient and easier to manage. It's nice. Have you flown an X-class ship like this before? I've been piloting Shippy McShipface for so many years. Now it feels like an extension of my tentacles. So it's not tendrils, it is tentacles. So not entirely plant-like. It's kind of exciting to have a new captain aboard. Our last few captains didn't stick around for long. You know what? I don't remember who the last captain was. That's gonna bug me now, drifts off. And I think that has to do with their glitch of forgetfulness. So it is Stephen that made the rocket, so Stephen has assigned at least 2 sculptures on the ship. Try going to the plaza. Maybe I could see if I could deliver an incomplete request with the 2 food rations for Sprouts. And my money is now 22. So my character is very poor. Hopefully with the potatoes, I could get something out of it. Still haven't found the scrap metal blocks for the metal locker for Ginny. Oh, it's another cutscene. Sprout. Whoa, oh, oh. Or is it just whoa? Oh, hey, Captain. Sorry I didn't see you there. Don't let me get in your way if you want to use your shuttlecraft. In fact, I was just admiring it. Did you know that I belong to the Galaxy Little Explorers Club? What's that? It's only the most exclusive club for young scientists and explorers. I just started working on my first big presentation, a topographic map of the Gray Planet. What a smart kid. The only problem is my dad only lets me explore from on board, which is hardly an adventure. But I came up with a plan if you'll help me. Did you know that your shuttlecraft will deploy checkpoints that will transmit data back to the ship? You can fast travel to these checkpoints to help you explore more of the planet's surface. And checkpoints also give me access to all the data it sends back. I already got the data from the first checkpoint when you landed, but the preliminary scan of the planet has identified 3 other potential checkpoint locations. I think I already found the second yesterday. If you could reach the remaining 3 checkpoints, I'd have more than enough data to complete my presentation. I hope it's not time. What's the word? Like time. Not, I hope it's not time dependent. I also hope it's not urgent. Oh, but it won't be easy to do all that exploring by yourself. You'll want to eat plenty of snacks to keep your energy up. It's not much, but you could take some of these with you. These are the food rations I need, then I'll be upset if I didn't have to buy 2. You got space radishes. Ah, the thing that calls itself almost like junk food on the planet. Kaida said that you can dig more of them up on the planet too. I really appreciate your help on this one. Maybe one day I'll get to do some exploring with you. And the quest is called Explorers Club. Sprout is making a map of the Gray Planet to show to his exploration club. Help him finish his project by exploring all the checkpoints on the Gray Planet. So I was correct in that I found 2 by going to Zone 5. Looks like Zone 15 is the max. Let's first see if Soup will accept the rations. Although I guess there's also a possibility that I end up giving it as a gift. And it won't count for the quest, and then I'll be out of at least 100 coins or credits, if not 200 credits. The art is simple, but it's very nice. Suit. Stomach grumbling. Soup, soup. I think if I give the food ration, it'll just be... Yeah, I don't see a thing about it giving. I can't go to where Soup's hiding for. Well, I guess I can just through the back. The run is very slow. I wonder if there's a way to speed it up. I wonder if I go to zone 1, do you still see the shovel marks from the previous day? Looks like not. Let's go and check out the other side. Oh, what's this? Cosmic jelly. This mysterious jelly is sticky and made of cosmic material. It can be processed for energy or fertilizer. Oh, and then there's a rock enemy. Let me avoid. Oh, I was trying to avoid the bug on the right and end up seeing the bug on the left. Let's see if I could. Oh, so there's the I don't like how the bugs can hit diagonal, but I can't. Oh, and credits. Here's the electroplasma. I'm running out of energy. Or I mean inventory. Also energy. Let's see if these two dug up parts stay, as well as if the enemies respawn or not. If I go back to deposit. Although this is really inefficient, I wonder if there's a way to put a storage bin either on the ship or at the very least on the 6th floor where the shuttlecraft is. What's this? Oh, that's just the image of the storage bin, just like the other one in your room. Oh, at first I thought the checkpoint was for saving, but I guess not. It's just the checkpoint for adventuring. So it is possible that you could do a bunch of adventuring and lose your progress. If your game breaks, even though you've gone to a bunch of different zones. So the enemies are back, and there's even more bugs than before. It's like I might lose my health just to these bugs, which is really annoying. Oh, and the spots I dug also are gone. I got 13 coins, and the pet rocks are here even though they weren't before, which is nice. Yeah, it's still annoying. I don't know if I want to move to a different area. Once this area is done, I might go to the first. Oh, I know I need stone for the furnace. Although one thing I like about these kinds of games is you could just sort of zone out while clearing stuff if you don't feel the need to talk to NPCs or if you don't have any urgent quests. I guess the sort of meditative, not for this one because it keeps refreshing, but I think for the Was it the bridge or the area outside of the captain's quarters? Where it seems like if you clean it, it'll stay clean. If you really just spend your time and energy just doing that, if you just want to zone out. I got my second meteor. I don't know what that thing next to it is. Or meteorite. My apologies. I believe meteorite's when it actually is on the planet. Aluminum ore. Oh, I just forgot what it looked like. Oh, maybe I can make the pet rock. I will. Can I place it here? I can. I think I will place the pet rock in my. It looks like I cannot rotate pet rock, but I can put the pet rock sword near this pet door. So, need the furnace stone. And I need copper. If I could get that from. Oh, I think going off of visiting Suit again, that the rocks leading to Suit's cave do not respawn. So maybe it'd be better for me to clear that area first versus going to the zones that constantly respawn. Yeah, I feel like I cleared those areas of rocks and it didn't come back. So far, all these rocks have had the same resources. So I wonder if copper is something you find in the ground. But just based on previous games, I would think that it would just come out of a certain type of rock. Like, I would think, considering I know the existence of aluminum and copper, that aluminum could come out the gray rocks and copper could come out these more browner rocks. I do not want to risk going to the medical bay again. And I did not bring the extra resources for food. I think it might be better to sell them, like the space radishes maybe, versus using them, considering how low in coin I am. I guess I could double check to see how much they cost. They cost 5 coins, so maybe it's not worth selling. Oh, this meteorite's rare. the gold outline versus this regular one, and it's 3 times as expensive, which doesn't mean too much considering it's 15 point per credit and wires are 16 credit. The pet rocks are 10 credit. It is nice that I don't, as long as if you were to put the planters around, they double as light sources, so you don't need to spend extra on lighting if you want to just strategically place planters for sort of a double use. Quarter 1, day 6, Friday. And since I went to sleep on time, I have full energy. I think I'm going to stop this gameplay right here. So my part 1 was day 1, and part 2 has been days 4 to 5, considering I'm at the start of day 6. So progress is definitely happening faster, I guess mostly because I don't have to read as much new information, like some of the dialogue had already repeated itself. But yeah, I think I'll end this here. Thank you for watching.